Yeah, thanks everyone. However you got to demo day, thanks for showing up to demo day. Like Ololade said, it's pretty crazy to think in January. At least for me, I didn't have a lick of knowledge of any of this stuff, and now I'm a software developer, and I can say that proudly. So I just wanted to thank the career team and the education team for the help they made. And this is our project, Pantry Squirrel. My name's Trey. And yeah, I'll just tell you about some stuff about this project. So the idea behind this project came from a common problem we all have. Let's say one day you get home and you're like, man, I'm really wanting to cook some dinner, but I don't really want to go out. I want to make something I have here. But if you're like me in the kitchen, then you look in your pantry and you don't really know how any of the things in your pantry got there. You don't even know how to use them. At least that's me. So that's why we started Pantry Squirrel. What it is it's an application that you can input the random sorts of ingredients that you have in your house, and it'll actually populate possible recipes you can make with all those ingredients. So yeah, I'm very excited. Like I said, my name's Trey. I worked on the front end of this project mostly. So now I'm going to pass it on to my friend Ibrahim, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Thanks, Trey. Like Trey said, our goal with this project was to simplify the process of finding new recipes using the ingredients people already have on hand. And to achieve this, we needed access to a robust API that could provide us with the necessary information. An API, all an API is, it stands for Application Programming Interface. And in simple terms, it's a way for two or more applications to communicate with each other. After some research, we discovered Edamame, an API that offers a wealth of nutrition data and analytics, including over 2.3 million recipes, nearly 1 million food items, and various diets and allergens. One of our key features was an ingredient input field that would return recipes containing the specified items. Additionally, we developed a browse and search feature to enable users to find recipes that caught their attention or caught their interest. I'll pass it on to Addison, who will go into more detail on our main features for our webpage.
Thank you, Ibrahim. I'm excited today to share with you some of the features of our product in more detail. We'll start with the homepage. We focused on keeping our UI very simple and intuitive. Here you can simply type in food items you have. For example, maybe you have rice, pork, and honey. As far as myself goes, I wouldn't really know what to do with those items. But with a simple click of a button, you can also add any dietary restrictions. Maybe one of your guests is gluten-free. And then we just click the button here, and Pantry Squirrel is going to return a list of recipes that you can make with those items. We give you an interactive list to go shopping with. There's a link to instructions for the recipe. This will take you to the recipe and show you exactly what to do, so there's no guesswork. We also included a few nutritional facts for each recipe. Alternatively, if you know the recipe that you want to make, we also have a search function for that, and it also provides the same comprehensive features. You see, anyone can make a shopping list on a piece of paper, but Pantry Squirrel goes beyond that by empowering our users to be efficient and resourceful with what's already in their kitchen. Pantry Squirrel unlocks the full potential of their pantry, making cooking at home a breeze. Now I'd like to pass the floor to my teammate, Mickey, who will talk about our tech stack.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mickey, and I'm going to explain the programming tools we used for this website. So for the backend development, we utilized the programming language called C# to manipulate data from the public API that Ibrahim mentioned earlier, that's called Edamame. And for our front-end development, we used the language JavaScript to manipulate the user's input information to send to C# on the back end. And we also used HTML Razor pages and CSS to style the whole website while using the MVC format to ensure a more seamless user experience. To ensure efficient workflow and organization, we implemented a Scrum board on GitHub, and this helped us manage tasks on a daily basis and set achievable goals for each day. To avoid the merging conflicts, we followed a process where we combined our fresh work for the day into 2 separate files for front-end and back-end development, and then we would merge those 2 branches. We found this way was the best way to avoid the merge conflicts, since multiple people were having to work in the same area of the program. We're excited to implement more features to this website to make it even more useful and enjoyable for the user. We have the ability to have anyone create an account and register with their email, and we're excited to implement features for the user to favorite and save recipes they especially like, as well as have the opportunity to save their list of ingredients they have created. That way they don't have to type it out each time they want to cook a recipe. Now I would like to hand it over to my teammate Joe to share more about our project.
So I don't know if you're here in the beginning, but this is why we're always hungry at the end of class on Friday. I'm actually starting to get pretty hungry myself. But in the beginning of the project, we experienced issues trying to perform pull, merge, and push requests to GitHub to back up our code and to also combine code from others into one repository. Some of the issues we were able to work around very easily by working together as a team to get our code synced to GitHub. After a few attempts, we resolved our issues and moved along in our project much faster after overcoming the sync merge conflicts, which is sometimes happens with GitHub. Our team grew as developers from doing projects that involve CSS, HTML, JavaScript, C#, and MVC. But this project was a little different. It combined everything that we had learned up to this point. It taught us time management, teamwork, and how to effectively use a Scrum board as a team. We use agile methodology so the project is able to grow even after the cohort is over. We wanted to thank you for your attendance, and we'll turn it over for any questions or demonstrations.